to another episode of the Top 5 podcast featuring myself, Thomakaze, and RedslasherX.
What's up, man?
Alright, so in celebration and hype of the new Pokemon Sun and Moon that are coming out, already leaked but coming out for the rest of the world, because I'm saving it for
Fuck those
that.
goddamn leaks. Ruin my damn.
I wanna play it when I can trade with everybody. I don't want
I know.
to get a head start. Whatever. We're gonna count down our top 5 favorite Pokemon games over all the years, all the generations. So here's our nominations. We've got Gen 1, so that includes 5 games: Red, Blue, Yellow, Fire Red, Leaf Green, and I guess the Japanese green version too. So I guess that's like 6. Then we got Gen 2, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and then regular Gold and Silver. Gen 3, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. Gen 4, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Gen 5, Black and White and Black and White 2. Gen 6, X and Y. Then we got some off the main series games like Pokken Tournament. Pokemon Go. Who nominated that?
You did that already. That's a decent game. It's still popular.
It's alright. Pokemon Snap. Then we got your console games, Pokemon Stadium, and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. The first Pokemon Stadium entry, that includes Pokemon Stadium 1, Pokemon Stadium 2, and Pokemon Battle Revolution, while XD Gale of Darkness includes the 2 GameCube titles, the ones with stories. Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. I don't know if we're including the whole series there, but as far as I've heard, the latest one was the best one, so that's what I went with. Pokemon Pinball, Pokemon Puzzle League for N64, and the Pokemon Trading Card Game. That includes online and in person.
Wait, hold up. We really put the. I usually have to. Hey, make sure you don't discount the Game Boy version too back in the day.
And the Game Boy one. Alright.
That was fun. Hey, who the fuck put Puzzle League in?
Yo, Puzzle League. Get on
With
my
a straight
level.
face. With a straight face.
Get on my
You
level.
Put that in?
I put that in.
Okay. Okay.
Have you ever played it? That game was dope.
It had puzzles in it. Most likely not. No, I did not play that game. That's probably the one I haven't played. But
Have a
you better
few.
talk me into it.
I guess we have a few honorable mentions. Pokemon Conquest, Pokemon Shuffle, Pokemon Trozai. I don't know how to pronounce it. Is that right?
Good. You're asking me? Okay. Yeah, that sounds
you're
great.
the Pokemon Master.
Hey, you're the one that's look like a fool, so you go ahead. I'm letting that one go.
What else was there? I think that was it.
Right.
Oh, Hey You Pikachu gets the You Tried award.
Pikachu a detective?
Oh, and Pikachu Detective, but we
Don't hate on that one. That was pretty funny.
But we haven't played it.
I don't care. I thought it was pretty cute.
Yeah, I'd like to.
That's
see
one of those I wanted to buy.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Sure. You start up this time because I know I took over the last one.
All right. Let's see. Let me go with.
Are you going for the easy, low hanging fruit this one or no?
I don't know yet.
I think me and you have the same number one. Being legit.
You think so? All right.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Well, let's let me put up. I don't know. What about Pokemon Pinball?
All right, Pokemon Pinball. We got 2 versions, of course. You have the original, and you have that I think the Sapphire Ruby one too.
Yeah, there are 2 versions.
Fun games. I mean, it's pinball. You can't really well, I'll take that back. You can't mess up pinball. I've seen it happen. Pokemon Pinball, fun games. It's a pain in the butt to get every freaking Pokemon caught. That was the frustration of all frustrations for all of us who play the game. It took that much work to get all of that done. Oh my god!
I never played it. I think I might have played actually the.
You probably played the original one.
I think so. Long time ago. I don't remember it like liking it or hating it any more than I would a freaking Game Boy pinball game, though.
I mean, no, it was you're indifferent, but you did enjoy it just because it's challenging. It wasn't an easy game. I didn't think that was easy. I thought it was pretty damn hard for a freaking pinball game. Now playing pinball is simple because all you do is hitting it with your freaking levers. But trying to catch all the Pokemon, trying to hatch the Pokemon, trying to find the Pokemon, they made pinball a lot harder than it should have been.
Oh, I know,
But
right?
overall, it was a good game. It was not easy. I mean, I watched. I played it when I was little, and I played it again probably like 5 years ago. But I watched one of the Pokemon streamers playing it. It took him a good 3 days to get every single Pokemon, and he
Really?
did it for like 6 hours at a time. It takes a lot of work to get all
Jeez,
those
that's a
Pokemon
long
sometimes.
game then.
That's a lot of
And that was
RNG.
the original one or the Ruby Sapphire one?
Oh, the Ruby Sapphire one, which is still a pretty long game. It took him forever, but the game was good. But that's my issue with it.
All
Except for
right.
like, you guys, this is only one map. There was tons of them. There you had tons of secret areas. You get to fight against the legendaries, and
So
you had to hit.
how did you fight against anything? You just hit him with the
You
ball?
you hit them with the ball. Legit, it was the game was so simple yet such the difficulty was up there
So
for
it's
such
like,
a simple ass game.
all right. Is
Now,
it top 5 material?
oh no, I think the game was still good. It was just not no top five compared to all the other ones. It was a simple game with a lot of hard parts, but there was no story behind it. It was just an easy way for Pokemon to make money. Because it was
All
like
right.
Pokemon, pinball. Everyone loves Pokemon and pinball. Bam, solid, done. Yeah, they make a Mario game with pinball involved too. Everyone's gonna buy that too.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, that thing is gone.
All right, it's gone. We can kick it.
Oh yeah, easy.
All
It's
right.
easy.
Easy peasy.
All right. Now I guess I will go for the low hanging fruit.
All right, which one are you going for?
Let's go and get Pokemon Go out of here.
Oh, please. Yes.
I don't hate Pokemon Go. I think the
I
game's
don't either.
I like the whole making my ass have to get up and do stuff. I like it. That's okay with me. But it really was a pay to win for the most part. You had to pretty much because not everyone wants to actually get out there and actually walk everywhere. You're actually going. I was going to just pay for all these little incense and Pokeballs and all that jazz. And then that's pretty much what they did. Now it kind of sucked that Pokemon Go kind of screwed everyone over.
Yeah, that's the part that I
And
don't like. I think they had something good going,
mm-hmm.
and then they just threw it down the toilet for no
Yeah,
reason. It wasn't even
you-
like a. It wasn't even like a money reason, because the more popular your games is, the more money you're gonna make.
yeah, I was just going with the what you pretty much most people do is pay for it.
Right.
You go down the list what they fucked up.
Oh, me?
Yeah, go
Oh,
down that
they
list.
messed
'Cause
up.
You
They
know
messed up the tracking. Like
Mhm.
it was a good tracking system. You clicked on your radar, and it showed how many footsteps away everything was, and like each one like corresponded to a different
I
distance.
still not saying that the distance could be within a couple blocks or maybe a couple miles away.
Right. Well, no, it was calculated by people, but then as soon as everybody figured it out, like, oh, here's how to actually use the the distance calculators, they went ahead and flopped it over and they got rid of the tracking entirely. So then it just showed you what was nearby and not how far away it was.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And then
It was
yeah, they just butchered it.
such a nice game, and then when all the third party people started making their own stuff for it, and then Pokemon or what is the name of the company? Not Pokemon. Pokemon didn't have an issue. It was the other guys.
Niantic.
Had an issue and pretty much went, no, you're not doing any of this shit at all. You cannot use our. I'm like, damn. Well, all right then. Pokemon hurting everyone's feelings.
And absolutely, Zebra, it was popular, but
Being popular and even being a good game is different.
I don't play it anymore, and I downloaded it. So like, just because it has all those downloads, doesn't mean by any means that it's popular.
Mm-hmm.
And then, God, I don't know. And then they like enforced walking or like speed limits. So if you're going over a
Yeah,
certain speed, Pokemon don't spawn. So even
pretty
if you're a
much.
passenger driving down a freeway, you can't catch Pokemon.
Which
If
is
you're
actually
if you're on
probably
a
a smart
bus,
idea.
you can't
Hold
catch
up,
Pokemon.
it's a pretty smart idea. There's dumbasses that like to drive and try to catch.
Okay, but they have a little warning thing that comes up,
Hmm.
and then you have to click or you have to click no, I'm
I'm a
not the
passenger.
driver.
Yeah,
But still, the best you can do is freaking spin the little things. That's it.
pretty much. I got you.
But anyway, I am so down with just getting rid of it
All right, Pokemon Go is out of here.
because it is not a top 5 Pokemon game. Could have been.
Had a chance to be.
Yeah, it really, really could have been. But they let that slide. All right. Let me throw up Gen 4.
Which one was that one?
Diamond, Pearl, Platinum.
God damn, why are you taking my picks?
Was that the one that you were gonna get rid of?
This kid over here taking them. I have one big issue with this game. I don't hate the story. I do not hate the Pokemon. I don't even hate the competition of the gyms. I hate that it took so effing long for everything to unfold. The whole getting up to freaking the snow areas and through the mountain, like Mount Corn, I think something like that, or the whole everything involved. It took forever. It was the slowest paced Pokemon game I've ever played, and that says a lot. That says it's slower than Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Go doesn't have a damn story. This game was super slow, and
I
that's
started
when.
it and didn't finish it because it didn't hold my interest like at all.
There was not enough there to just keep you there. That's what happens when you have a slow story. Usually, like with Pokemon Red and all that, they had little out of nowhere. Oh shit! Hello, Gary. Or hey, oh shit! There's Team Rocket. This one didn't really have all that. It just had a lot of open areas for you just to walk around, and you're like, nothing. It was you had to go and find. You had to go find the trouble. Usually, the trouble will find you. That's what it felt like in this game.
All right. See, I didn't
And
I didn't play enough of it to really
I beat it. I had to play
make
through
an
it.
opinion on it. So I was hoping you'd talk about it, but you don't seem to have a high opinion of it either.
This is a quick one for me. Only reason is because I mean, other than going up the Mount Corn area and get all that cool shit, and there's a lot of stuff to do after, which the game wasn't bad. If out of all these, it's probably better than it's. How do you say that? It's probably gonna be like the seventh best gen out of all the gen
Okay.
Pokemon,
There's
and
only
it
7.
just takes forever. Yeah, there's seven because Moon's
There's
coming
not
out.
even 7.
Yes, there is. Sun and Moon's coming out, and I already know it's gonna be a damn good game.
All right.
It's already been told it's a damn good game. So it's one of those games that if they would compress the story a little bit more of the take out the unnecessary BS that was involved, the game would have been a lot better.
All right. So it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone, dude. I have to give it some talk about it. We just can't say shun, gone. We're out.
All right. Fair enough. Goodbye. All right. I think
Now,
I lowered my mic a little bit. I think I was a little bit louder than you. Anyway, guess that's your call now.
all right, there's a couple choices here. Even though I like the GameCube game, there's that one. There's the mystery versions, and there's the Puzzle League, and of course there's Trading Card. And I'm sorry if we kick that one, we're idiots. Mm, 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 mm. Let's go and get rid of the mystery dungeon.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. All right.
Reasons is maybe I might have the dumbest reason for it at all. Why the fuck? I don't like playing as Pokemon.
So you like
Just
playing as a trainer?
yeah, and that is legit reason why I don't like that game. I played it for a little bit. I'm like, nah, I'm out. And that was just from there on, I couldn't really play it. And again, hold up, the game looked great and all that jazz. And Kakaleo was a beast. I know all that jazz is cool and everything, but I don't really care for my Pikachu or any of my Pokemon to have their own adventure, and I didn't really give a damn about the story and all that jazz. Even though the game looked cool, I'll give it that. I wasn't down.
Yeah, I'm gonna disagree with you because I actually find it really fun to play as the Pokemon instead of a trainer for a change.
Hey, you keep on going there because you convinced me real quick.
Well, I don't know. It's just if you're convinced that you just don't want to play as the Pokemon and don't
I
care
mean,
about their story and you care about your trainer's story and like
well, pretty. I mean, we all understand. Again, we all know what Pokemon was created. Pretty much are tools of victory, and we all like our Pokemon. We all get along with it, like all that jazz. And maybe like I see Sceptile right here in the game, and I'm like, okay, you know what? It'd be kind of cool to play a Sceptile. But that's
yeah.
like the only maybe. Like maybe you want to play as that Pokemon, but overall, I just like my trainer story and the story of a game, not this. And this doesn't really. This didn't come to me. I don't think this is actually that good.
See, I'm actually stuck on it right now, so I didn't
Mm-hmm.
finish it yet. Um, because I just powered through so much of it using strong Pokemon that I
Mm-hmm.
befriended early.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a part where it separates you from all your friends and it's just you and your partner. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, we're underleveled as fuck. And so I'm stuck there because I can't get through it.
It
Like,
reminds
I'm
me of
just completely lost there.
the Pokemon version of Nintendo RPG.
And there's a lot of fetch quests.
Which is that a close example? You think
What?
Mario RPG, something
Yeah,
like that?
definitely. And
Yeah, I
actually,
thought so.
Zebras actually has a really good point. Found himself wanting to finish the dungeons quick. Me too. I
Mm-hmm.
just wanted to get through it. I was like, oh my god, the dungeons were kind of a chore.
Got see.
And
Yeah.
that's supposed to be the emphasis of the game is procedurally generated dungeons. They're supposed to be fun. But I just wanted to get through it. And that's why I ended up so underleveled.
Got you.
Because I was just like, I just want to power through it.
All right. Well, it looks like
And there's
that
a lot
one's
of
done.
mechanics that aren't in Pokemon that are like brand
Mm-hmm.
new that they don't really teach you how to use to their full effect. Like there's a lot of items that you're supposed to use that I just didn't. Um, and I don't know. I would, yeah, I would dump it.
Go on.
I
I'm
thought I'd
down.
have
I'm
more to
down for
say,
kicking it.
but
I mean,
yeah,
I don't. The game from here looks good with all the action sequences, but from what you just said and what I've already heard, it's a chore, and you just said it on the dungeon part. Like the best
yeah.
part of the game isn't interesting.
I liked it, just not enough.
Mm-hmm.
All
All right,
right.
it's gone. Your
That
turn
was that
now.
was your call, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Let me talk about Gen 5. Because I didn't
Um.
play Gen 5, so you gotta tell me why this is better than
Ah,
Gen 1,
shit.
2, 3, and 6.
This is a hard one. You play Final Fantasy X, right?
Somewhat.
Okay, so you know of that game. You
I
know
didn't
there's a
play
second
through
part
it.
of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. This is what Black and Black 2 was. It was you got the first part of the game and you got a true sequel out of it. Um I think Gen 5 was actually fucking top tier, amazing. This is
Oh,
where they made that one step up in graphics.
yeah. Because
And
it was
which
on the
as you
same
can
it
see
was
right
on the same system.
mm-hmm.
A lot of
And what
times,
you see
Game Boy.
it looks better. The game looks better.
It looks
Well,
way better than Diamond.
when you go through it, and of course, you got the simple. You don't actually get all these Pokemon. You only get the first. You get fifth gen Pokemon only. That's all you can find. The gyms are a
Whoa,
little
really?
harder. The gyms are a little harder because you only got only got like a few Pokemon you can pick from. Until you beat the Elite Four at the end.
Okay.
Now you go through. You beat the weekend Elite Four, and I'm gonna give you spoilers. So I'm sorry for everyone
Oh,
in there.
I don't care.
You beat in the
We're on the
weekend.
Sun and Moon hype. We're assuming that everybody's past this.
I'm gonna put that spoiler label on there real quick. Once you beat the Weekend Elite Four, you go up and you go to a castle. You got to fight against N. Oh, you don't fight against N, do you? Yeah, you fight against N. You beat him, and you beat the main boss, bad guy, all that, right? So you have to actually go. You actually going through a true storyline that involves the gyms. This is that little change you're not used to seeing. They made the gyms worth it. That you and the gyms work together trying to defeat all the bad guys, which I thought was pretty fucking
Ooh,
cool.
that's kind of cool. Do you like
Um,
double battle with them, or
you, I don't think you double battle with them. Again, it's been a bit since I
they're
played it,
just
but
kind of there, and then you go through
but
the
they
stories
come in
regularly?
to help you out. Like, hey, whatever your name is, you go take this area. We'll go and take this area. We'll meet at the end, and we'll go against the last guy, right? And they're helping you in the story. You feel like they're helping you. They're not just gym leaders standing in one spot going, "Well, sucks to be you, dude. Get the fuck out." Right? They're actually involved in the story. This is their land too, and they're really trying to help out. You don't see them help out a lot, but they're helping. And that's every single gym leader, which I think is pretty fucking neat to
That
actually do that
is,
in the story.
it's pretty chill.
And you're working up there, and you're going against N, which is a really cool, very unique character. I think he wants your dick, but that's a whole different conversation we can have about that. And then you
was
fight
he
against
in Gen 3 as well? Same N?
no.
Who's the guy in Gen 3?
You're talking about the new Gen 3.
Yeah.
He was not in the original Gen 3. N's a cool dude. He just has a green hat, long hair, has strong
Yeah,
Pokemon.
he's in the new Gen 3 then, right?
Yeah, he's in there.
Okay, that is him. Okay.
Same guy. And you're going through all that noise. You're going through the whole story. You have the last boss battle. And like how you played X and Y and how they forced you to catch a legendary.
Yes.
They do the same thing in that one. They force you to catch a legendary
Okay,
too.
so you have to catch Caillou
With
or
black or
Zekrom
white.
or okay.
Yeah. So you have to catch them, but you go through the whole thing. And but once you beat that area and beat that storyline, you get to go to the second half of the map. There's two maps. There's your one half you played on for your gyms, and then you have the second half. And that opens up. It forces you to play the whole game and beat it before you're able to add all your Pokemon in there, before all the other Pokemon from all the other games could be added in. And there was such a level spike that it gave you the finger. Like once you beat everything was level 50, 50 something. You beat the game, you enter your new area, like cool, new area. This is badass. Let's walk into the grass. Let's go fight somebody. Level 70s.
Oh jeez.
And it took me a while. Now there were low levels. There was level 70s like Pidgeys and shit like that, right? So they weren't really that super strong Pokemon, but it does make you shit your pants a little bit. Like, I wasn't prepared. And of course, you can catch all the new. There's a lot of Pokemon get added in, so all the 4 gens before it, a lot of those Pokemons got added in. You can catch later. You gotta go through all of that, go back to the Elite Four, and beat it again because you have to beat the game twice to beat it technically. And all their Pokemon are level 80s and 70s and higher. And I mean, Black and White was a good fucking game.
All right.
Black and White 2 was a good fucking game. I don't understand. This is one cannot.
Are you the same person in Black and White 2 as you were in Black and White 1?
Yeah, I don't believe so. I think a lot has changed though.
Okay.
The whole
so it's
in 2, all the gyms have changed. Everything has changed up. Same map, but everything has changed up.
okay.
So you're getting a wholly different story, yet you're in still the same area. So you're thinking like a year passed or a couple years have passed, and you're playing the game all over again.
Okay.
So yeah, hope that was convincing enough for you to play it because I think you would actually like this game.
All right. Yeah. I'm cool with that.
I could say it's better.
Zebra said he likes the look of it better than better than X and Y and Sun and Moon. I don't know about that.
Sun and Moon, no, but X and Y, and Omega or Ruby, I can see it the better look. Yes.
All right.
And I think it's one of the few games that had the story backed with the Pokemon and had a decent Pokemon cast.
So you think it's top 5?
I think it's mixed with 3 of them that could be top 4 or 5.
Okay. So we should leave
But
it for now.
I think it's up there.
All right. Cool. I'm cool with leaving it for now. So I guess it's your turn.
I think Gala Darkness needs to go.
All right. Pokemon XD.
And this is the game that you played through recently, and I haven't played since I was little.
I loved playing through it again recently.
I don't.
It was amazing.
I don't hate the game. I feel like there was some stuff lacking. I think compared to other Pokemon games.
In the story or in just everything?
Overall, I think some of the story looks kind of. I think they could have done a lot more with the story, to be honest. I don't know. I could be wrong here, but I felt when I was watching again, I went, "There's a lot of plot holes. It's a lot of weird shit going on that could be explained a little better." And the Pokemon battle system, it looks like they just pretty much pulled Pokemon Stadium into this, which we all figured that was going to happen. Nothing really changed that way. So I think you can't really change Pokemon up that much. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it. But I don't think the now I do like the whole changing the dark ones, bringing them back to normal and all that jazz. I thought that was a pretty cool idea.
Mhm.
And the dude with the fro with the dancing Lucario,
Oh
that
my
right
God, yeah,
there
he's
is
a
my favorite
boss.
thing
What
about the
is
whole
his name?
game.
God, I don't remember.
I forgot it too, but that's the whole reason why I like that game. I don't think it's top five. I do like this game.
Disco something, right?
Yes, and now that makes top five. I don't know why that video is not on here right now. Being with
Because
you.
I've completely forgot about him.
I figured as much. But yes, that is my thing on X. I just think the game is good. I don't think the game is great, and I think there's some plot holes and story that could go a lot better, and they could have done better on this game.
So I really like the visual effects. I really like the
Hmm.
fact that it has the 3D models of what three generations worth of Pokemon by the
Pretty
time
much.
XD came out.
Uh huh.
Um, and I don't know. I think that's probably why they didn't do as much for the story. Because in a Game Boy game, you can fit in 400 sprites, no problem. But
Yeah.
when you're talking about GameCube era, you're talking about a different 3D model and texture for every single Pokemon, and then all the effects for every single Pokemon move that are
You,
actually
you want me?
effects, not just sprites.
You want me to debunk that real quick?
Like that fits up a lot of space.
Let me quick debunk this real fast.
All right, what's up?
Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon Stadiums had a crap load of games and mini game. Mainly Stadium had a lot of mini games, and you could play your whole DS games on the thing. So there's a lot of things you could do with that. That was 3D models, tons of different moves, a lot of different little gameplays inside of it, and you get to fight all the gym leaders. There was a lot of stuff there in those little games that all they did was 3D models. While compared to Gale Darkness, they put a story that wasn't great, but it wasn't good.
Yeah, but it
But they
was
could.
it was a lot longer than playing through like.
You play all those stadiums. You know all the gym leaders you have to go through
Yeah,
sometimes, the
but those are
stadiums and
that's
stuff.
like it's just a picture plastered on, and then you select it, and then it gives you their Pokemon list, and then you go into the regular stadium.
And they still give you the same amount of Pokemon. I'm not saying that they use 100, 200 different types of Pokemon in this game. They can use 100 Pokemon and use 100 Pokemon that people like. I'd have been cool with it. I'm still issue with the
But you
story.
can't do that because people are allowed to hook up their Game Boy Advances and play with whatever Pokemon they wanted to.
Oh, okay.
So you have to have
I,
all of them.
well, then I would either way. It shouldn't have no issue there. They had enough CD space for all that noise. It might have been small CDs. I think they had it. Okay, I'm
I'm
more
just
stuck
saying
on the
asking.
story.
I'm just saying that asking for a fully fledged Pokemon game with 8 gyms and all that was too much to
No, no,
ask
no, no,
for.
no. I don't want 8 gems. I just want a better story. I
Okay.
think their story just had a couple plot holes. I wish it was better.
All
I
right.
don't want the whole 8 gems.
I
I
think
like what
fair
they're doing
enough.
in.
I don't think it's any worse than Pokemon Stadium though.
No, I'm just saying about you. You're talking about the whole adding all that other
Okay.
stuff into it. And like I didn't think
Yeah.
they had all the same.
I'm just
But
saying I
yeah.
would. I'm just putting my opinion out there that I would kick Pokemon Stadium before Pokemon XD.
Oh, you're going to hell. I mean, no. I mean, nice as I possibly can. We can keep it though until we make it in because I don't hate this game enough to kick it yet.
All right.
Do I think it's top five? No. You probably think it's top maybe five.
Yeah, it's
But
it's on the edge of top five for
yeah,
me.
and I wouldn't be mad if this got on there. I'd just be more of a other games. But that's my choice.
All right. Oh yeah, you put that one up there.
Hmm.
I guess let's talk about Pokemon Stadium and Battle Revolution then.
No. We're
No?
not kicking that. Just
Why?
sorry. Pokemon Stand, the first 3D Pokemon game you can play as all the Pokemon, and the most hardest. It has the hardest gym leaders. You know, it's the hardest 8 gyms to unlock if you put that thing on hard. It is the hardest thing to beat, like super hard, like nearly unbeatable. There's a YouTube videos I'm watching on Shofu and someone else's guy. They're doing a duo of it, and they still haven't
Yeah,
beat
I
it.
actually saw that.
And they still haven't
Saw
beat
the
it.
beginning of it.
It's that hard. It is not an easy game.
All
So
right.
they actually put the difficult, and you have, of course, each generation has like Battle Revolution. I think the game is awesome. Has tons load of Pokemon. They're all in 3D. It's close to we're ever going to get as a Pokemon game, a
Yeah,
3D
I
Pokemon game in
really
our
wish they've
lives.
just made another one. Like, why didn't Wii U have one? Doesn't make any sense
That
to
is
me.
true. But you know, we all know why you didn't have one because. Hold on 1 second, dude. All right. BRB real quick, but tell them why you hate it. BRB.
I don't hate it. I just don't see how it's any worse than Pokemon XD. Because it's the same concept. You can still do regular battle in Pokemon XD. And the Pokemon Stadium games, that's all you had. Pokemon XD had that plus story. And I guess Pokemon Battle Revolution adds another gen. I think they actually only made it up to Gen 4, though, with these. They are really overdue for another one. But I just don't think that they hold up compared to Pokemon XD. But I could be wrong. I don't know. What do you guys think? Which one's better? XD
Sorry
or
about that.
Stadium?
Which one to kick first, XD or Stadium?
I was asking chat. I don't know.
I would say
For like coming first and stuff like that, I guess Stadium has the upper hand. But I
I mean,
just
it
think that
came.
Pokemon Stadium's or Pokemon XD is a more fleshed out game.
I mean, come up first, second, third, and fourth times. There's a lot of games, and it's just that what people really always want is to fight their Pokemon 3D, like they're doing here.
Yeah, but you can do that in XD.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying for the bare bones, people are claiming like right now when Switch comes out, if Pokemon Stadium or whatever it came out right now, or they came out with a third version of Gale of Darkness, a story like that. The Stadium version is probably going to buy and sell a lot faster. And you want to go with something else weirder. You go to Twitch Plays Pokemon. They're playing this. They're playing this game, and
I
it
know.
still gets solid 300, 400 views every single day. It is showing you how good that game is. The replayability is amazing. There's that too. You get tons of replayability.
All right. I'm cool with kicking Pokemon XD and keeping Pokemon Stadium in.
So that's my opinion on it.
So, all right, I'm cool with that. So let's do that. Let's get rid of XD and keep Stadium for now.
For now, yeah. Is it back to me again?
It is.
Huh. This is a very hard choice. Let's go ahead and get rid of. I have two choices. I have a game I've never played before and a game I raised and traded off.
Oh, jeez.
And this is a very hard choice.
I know both of these. Then
I think I'm gonna get rid of a Puzzle League because I hate puzzles, and you convinced me why I don't. Shouldn't.
all right. So it's not just puzzles. It's more of a Bejeweled / Tetris type thing, where you're matching blocks. And I think it's more the nostalgia of it that really gets me. Shit, it reminds me that I should play this again. Shit, there's not really much more I have to say about it, but watching this just makes me want to play it again. Probably also helps that I was pretty decent at it.
It looks like a cool game. Like you're playing like a little bit of Bejeweled, but action Bejeweled.
Yeah. It's not really a Pokemon game, though.
I mean, it really is. It's just like the difference from Dr. Mario and Tetris was made. Remember that
game?
Right.
I mean, it's like Pokemon Pinball, you know?
It's a fun game, but it's not really a game.
What do you mean it's not really a game? I mean,
it's not
a fully fleshed out game. Like they had like challenge mode, and I don't think they actually. Well, they had like a story, but it was like it's like Pokemon. It's like Pokemon Stadium story, except for instead of fighting Pokemon, you're doing these battles, these puzzle battles against every gym leader.
It looks neat. I could disagree how neat it looks.
The freaking combos, the attacks.
It's like you're playing Bejeweled on crack.
Basically.
To be honest. But does it get old after a while?
The multiplayer doesn't, but the single player, after you do all the challenges and beat all the gyms, I guess there's not much replayability there.
Like, is it like compared to what we just kicked off? Is it more replayability than Gale of Darkness?
No. I'm
All
I'm
right,
cool
we
with
did.
kicking it now.
Oh, bam. Okay then.
I just
All right.
I just wanted to make sure that people know about it. If you haven't
I
played
feel like I
Pokemon
need
Puzzle League, y'all need to get on that.
a. Is it? Can we download this shit still on the Nintendos? Because if
On
I
like
can, I
Virtual
will
Console, I
download and
don't think
play it.
so.
Oh damn.
You can probably emulate it, but
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that was you want to do.
all right, man, this guy's really good. So I was just watching.
It's like what a pro.
Nah, he really is. He's cleaning up. All right, Puzzle League's gone. All right, let me go after. Oh boy, now we're just down to the gens, and
A couple offshoots.
yeah.
Well, one's not really an offshoot. One's just came up with the same as the gens did. Just never really changes, except money wise, it costs more.
Um,
What are you?
I really don't know. I would
That's
feel
hard
bad
choices.
kicking out Gen 1. Definitely not kicking out Gen 2.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Gen 6.
Okay.
Um, so I guess how about Gen 3?
Omega Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, that one.
Oh shit. I myself would probably. I'm okay kicking this one. Um, I don't. I actually like the Pokemon. I just don't. I'm not a big fan of the story overall.
Really? I actually liked it. I
I
liked
actually
and I think Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza are my favorite legendary designs. Like that's one of my favorite trios.
again the Pokemon I like. I just said the story I didn't. I wasn't a big fan of the
Yeah.
story. Flooding or burning the world.
To be fair, none of the evil team's plans have been very thought out or
I
successful.
mean, I agree, but I mean, it was unique to have two different teams, but they're still doing the same, technically the same thing in just two different areas. One's gonna burn them all. One wants to flood them all. Again, I like the Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon comes from this one, which is Sceptile, which is kind of makes me wish we didn't actually pick this one. I played through against on Omega and Ruby and all that jazz, Omega Sapphire and Ruby, and I thought the game was good, but compared to the other gens, it's not up there. I mean,
Yeah.
I think
Did you ever
one
play
has that.
Emerald compared to Ruby and Sapphire?
I think Emerald was good.
Emerald was good.
Emerald was the only reason why I knew where Quasar was a real thing.
Oh, Rayquaza's dope.
Yeah, that's the reason I know. And I think Omega Rayquaza was one of the sickest things I've seen recently, which I think was pretty cool thing. And I like the whole story, and like it got updated with the X and Y Pokemon, which made the game a lot better for me. And the whole battle resort can get your competitive Pokemon up better and all that jazz. There's a lot of things they've done to make the game a lot better now than it was before. But
Yeah.
I feel like lacking wise, I think the story lacks compared to all the other gens. And I think the Pokemon was what saved it.
Okay. Because Gen 6 is actually what got me back into Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So X and Y.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only reason that I probably played Alpha Sapphire at all was because
Yeah,
of
because
that.
it was. I got you. But if that's the only reason why you played
So
it, and
like
it wasn't.
gameplay mechanic wise, I mean I guess we'd be talking about Gen 6 mechanics.
You're not
Um,
playing. Yeah, you're not talking about Gen 3 all over again.
right. So as far as actual Gen 3 goes, it's a meh for me.
Then I'm okay. Bopping it off.
All right. Gen 3 is getting bopped. That was easy.
We have 8 left.
Yeah, we are getting down to the wire.
Which one? Poking. Fuck it,
Pokin.
poking.
No.
I'm kicking poking.
Kicking Pokin. Why?
One, I don't hate the fighting game of it. I think the game is fun to fight. I'm not gonna lie, the game was still fun fighting, but I learned that the game doesn't have that much replayability unless you're in the competitive scene. Compared to all the other Pokemon games, it's not replayable as much. And that's the main reason why I would kick it. Is it's not replayable. Again, I only play it once a month, so that is that reason. And then, of course, I can go in depth with competitive reasons why I don't like it. But overall, it's the That's just it right there. That's my reasons. It's just not competitive replayability.
I really like it, and it's like I still think there's more to it. That we haven't fully tapped into yet. We got DLC characters on the way.
It's
Like
going
I
on
don't know.
Switch.
I think that
It's
the
coming to the Switch.
what?
It's going to the Switch.
Well, still
Yeah.
it's still poking.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about characters and they're not even real and all that shit yet.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying that there's still hype for it, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
still hyped for it.
I mean, but as a dude that streams, and that's you stream a lot. How much have you actually gone to actually playing Pokken other than once a blue moon?
no, I mean not often, but how many times have I streamed these other games?
Okay.
I don't play any of the gens.
But I mean, compared to like 1, 2, 3, 4, all those have replayability because they have a lot of backstory, side stories, and stuff you can do. Legendary Pokemons to catch. This one, other than unlocking your next clothing type or your next tag, it really not much to do unless you competitive wise. You just like competitive mode and you like training and get your ranked up with a busted rank system. And
Yeah.
that right there. That's all you really got. And that's the same reason why, for example, how Street Fighter V failed. It's not failed, but it didn't start as well as it should. They didn't have that casual shit that this game had a little bit. You got the classes, but it wouldn't replay again. You just really couldn't replay it without going to another Pokemon. And not everyone wants to replay that again.
Yeah.
And the story was weird, to be honest.
Yeah,
Kind of
true.
weird story.
I don't know. I don't think it's really about the story.
I don't know. I think it's more about a fighting type game, but it was
It
still.
is, and I think it's a really solid fighting game.
I give you that one. It's solid as hell, but I don't think it's a top 5 game in this here. Which that's my opinion, and again, my opinion could be wrong.
It's at like the edge of top 5 for me.
I see as a 6 or I see a 5, 6, or 7, and it didn't really help the game. And the game is not as popular as all the other ones because it didn't get pushed like the other ones did. I think this game fell off quick, other than having an Evo, but it really wasn't pushed compared to all the other Pokemon games were. And the DLC's coming out so damn slow that the game's kind of dying off and not staying up there. Which is probably why I'm more wild to kick it when the game's dying before it actually nothing's happening with it. Because I mean, you don't see when you watch it, no one's playing it. You can go watch any other Pokemon stream. Hell, someone played some Pokemon Snap right now. Jesus Christ, be 1,000 views sometimes.
Well, if a big streamer plays some Pokemon Snap,
no. Anyone play, but you know what? You keep on talking, sir.
I'm saying if I go and play Pokemon Snap, meh.
You'll get more. You'll get more than 3 views you've been getting for it.
Than for Pokken?
Yes, you easily get more views than Pokemon. Pokemon Snap is one of those
You
games.
went to bed early on my last Pokken stream.
No, I saw 8 people. It was clean.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
After not having played it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And not actually being part of that Pokken community, I don't know. It was more than I expected.
Right, my whole little thing I just said there, just a little bit, just kind of didn't blow up my face. No one's playing Pokemon Snap. Fuck. At least I'm truthful when I say this shit. I guess it's with Pokemon Snap. No one wants to play it anymore. Again, it's up there as an iffy game. I think fighting wise, I don't hate the game. I think I enjoyed it fighting. Again, inside the fighting game, like the zoning crap and stuff like that, I gotta deal with. That's a whole different conversation. That's more of is it a good fighting game or not?
Yeah.
But overall, I think it's a good game. I don't think it's a great game out of Pokemon standards. But is it gonna be more? You're gonna keep it, and you want to keep it like that, or what?
Oh man, I don't know. Well, we got James saying that he wants Platinum back in there.
Platinum's not top 5 game. It's too damn slow. Legit, too slow. People get bored in that shit. Ask Thomakaze. He didn't even finish the game.
This is true. I didn't.
But compared to here's your other games you have: 1, 2, 5, 6, Snap, Stadium, and Trading Card. Out of all those, I don't see Pokken getting higher than 6.
I was gonna say, I think 6 is pretty much exactly where I'd put it right now.
Mm-hmm. So is that one you just want to pop it off now, and then what's up?
Well, I don't know, because I know that one of yours that. Well, all
One of
right.
mine. Shoot, I only think
Well,
two
because
of mine would make top
I
10
would,
or
I
top
would put
5.
it, I would put it over Stadium.
I don't want to think Stadium's top 5 in my world.
Oh, okay.
I haven't thought that
And you
far
still
yet.
have 5 over it.
I got 4, 5, and 6 all mixed together right now. I'm still trying to figure out who's gonna be my 4.
Yeah, I've got like 5, 6, and 7 all mixed together right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have a top 3.
All right, well, let's go and get that one cut.
All
Cause
right.
we call him.
Fair enough. I love it personally, but I guess
Mm-hmm. I think the game is good
it's not for everyone.
overall. Yeah, overall it's a good game. Fighting wise, it's up there. It's a top 10 fighting game in my world. But it does not have it. It doesn't have what everything wants. Everyone wants a little extra shit, dude.
You should have been here earlier then.
All right, what's next?
Um,
You want to go ahead and get rid of the obvious one right next to it?
Stadium.
There's 2 of them. No, it's about Snap, but okay.
Ah, Snap's in my top 5.
What? Actually, I don't hate that one at all. You
Pokemon
want
Snap is
Stadium?
hella a top 5 game.
All right. So which one you got next then?
Classic.
Stadium or 1?
Um, man, I still don't think Gen 5 is the top 5.
You want to still stick with that one?
I don't know.
You never played Gen 5, so you can't really say it's top 5. You haven't played it.
I know, I really can't.
Are we on Snap though right now or what?
Oh, I don't know. I was just putting up footage to fill time. So what? How would you rank the gens? I guess not including anything else, just so I get an idea of where it is.
Just the gens.
Just the gens.
2, 1, 5, 6.
2, 1,
God
5.
damn it, yeah.
Wait.
Go Cowboys.
2, 1, 5, 6, and then 3, 3, 4.
And then 3, 4. Yeah.
All right. 2, 1, 5. So you think 5 was better than 6? I really liked 6.
Yes, I think 5 is better than 6. I think 5 had the better story compared to 6. 6 has some cool things, but I think 5 overall was story and some decent Pokemon, and the whole how hard the game actually got compared to the other games. 6 was way too easy of a game, to be honest.
Oh, he can see chat. I think. All right, so James, who wanted platinum
it is in my top 5.
All right.
It was Black and White 2. It's
the
in my
issue
top
is
5.
it might be in his top 5, but this is a collaborative.
Yeah.
Where we gotta work it all together somehow. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to talk about 6 then?
We can talk about 6.
Seems like the next best option.
All right, I'm okay with that.
Oh, whoops. Just due to your ranking, which slightly differs from mine.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would say 2, 6, 1, 3, 4 out of the ones I played.
You never played 5 though. That's the issue.
Right, that's the issue. But you put it above 6, and I put 6 above 1.
Well, here's my reasons why, and this is a simple reason why I think I put everything above 6. I do not hate 6. I like Team Flare. I think I'm the only one that likes Team Flare. I think Team Flare was hilariously. I think I'm awesome. I'm like, sweet. They had some swag. They had some some what do you
Oh, I
call it?
love them.
Some
They were
style.
fantastic.
Yeah,
They were a
that.
great enemy team.
But most people hate Team Flare. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people
Really?
hate them.
Oh,
It's
how could
weird.
you hate
I
them?
know. Why do you hate someone that has flare? It's a lot of orange. Um, the boss didn't like the bosses. What his plan was. Again, most evil villains, bosses have the dumbest plans in the world. We understand. It
Shouldn't you
happens.
just want beauty for everything or something? I don't even remember.
Some weird shit like that. This was always weird. But Gen 5 did make her Alpha of Sapphire. Well, we're not. We're talking about that. It combined both of them to me
Yeah.
because I played through both of them lately. So how do we go with this? Gen 6 game, just like all Pokemon games. I think game was fun. They looked pretty, nice graphics, storyline. I didn't hate it. It wasn't great, but hey, it was better than what I'm used to seeing. But they made the game too easy. That experience share killed the game for it. Killed the game as a top
I've
tier game
heard
for
that
me.
Sun and Moon have the same experience share.
I know. And again, I fought through it. I looked past it. I like the Pokemon. I like all the they had on there. What's up, James? I see you, homie. Um, I like the Pokemon. I like all the fights. I like the gyms. I like everything involved in the game. I just think the experience share is what kills it. It makes everything too easy for you. I remember Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon's not supposed to be the easiest thing in the world or the hardest game. No, it's supposed to have some difficulty, and there's none here.
I
But
like
yes, you
the
might
character customization though. That
that
was new. That was
that was
cool.
I was getting to that one. That was neat. That was awesome. Elite Four was pretty awesome. Pretty much all I got. That's my issue. I think that just kills it. Was the game got really easy out of nowhere. Now, cool, you can catch Mewtwo and Z and all that jazz. Nice little side stories to get all the megas and all that jazz. I like the whole extra stories involved. It was pretty clean. I didn't hate any of that at all. But
Yeah.
compared to the other games, I mean, other than one, all the other games have a better second story after you beat the game. Let's be legit. Black, you had a whole different half of the map to explore, and you had to beat the Final Four all over again. That's part of the storyline. And Soul Silver, you have the whole Gen 1 to play through.
Yeah.
Why your job is to go find some megas stars, and it's not really that many. You can find most of them without even doing that. And that's why I don't think that was up compared to the other three. It's not better than one because one's classic, and you cannot hate on one, and one has to be in the top five.
Let's see. That's how I'm feeling about like Pokemon Snap. That's a classic to me. But so is Pokemon
And I'm
Puzzle
with you.
League.
I'm not disagreeing you with on that one. I don't.
Yeah.
That can come into 4 or 5 any time right now. I don't hate that one. There's 5 games right now that need to be in my top 5, and they have to be there, or we're gonna be here for all night.
All
Like
right.
this, we're talking about my category of what I like playing.
So do you think we should kick Y then?
I
Kick
think
Gen
Y
6?
should be kicked. I think Y should be kicked off, not because it's a bad game. I just think it's not as good as the other ones, only because of the story is good like all the rest of them. Same story. The villains are it's the after you beat the game stories that are not as good.
All right. I'm cool with that, even though it's my like top 2.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's what got me back into Pokemon. I see your points, and man, it was really easy. Not gonna lie,
Mm-hmm.
like it was just.
I guess it's my turn to go for the next one.
Is it?
I can.
I think so. Oh, James asked, why do I like Pokemon Snap? Did you play Pokemon Snap, Red?
Pokemon Snap was so good.
It was. It's
It
amazing.
was one of those offshoot games that it made the game fun. It was one of those games you didn't have to fight no one. You're just trying to take pictures of Pokemon. Something we've always like. Who's actually gone outside and seen this? That's a cool fucking dog. Take a picture of this dog, or it's a cool cat, or a cool bird, or you're at the zoo or something like that. It's the same thing, but with Pokemon. And
It
it's like, you
was
know what?
also it was different.
Yes, it was way
It was
different. It was
different, but
totally.
it wasn't a bad different.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of times, if someone switches up your formula, and you end up with a game that you expect to be an entry, but then you're just like,
Which was it was based off an anime character that took pictures. If you
right,
ever watched the anime, if you know this guy, this little short dude,
Todd
redhead,
Snap.
yeah, and he just like take pictures of Pokemon, and they made a game off because people were wondering like, this is a pretty cool idea, and everyone's giving interest about it. And went, no, what? Miles make a game out of it.
Right? It was legit. It's
Yeah,
just pure legit.
it was a one of those games that you can play, and you really never got bored because there was a lot of hidden things you could do to it. Like I never got bored playing that game. Now, did I get old enough to stop playing it? Yes, but never got bored of it. Yeah. So
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just really solid, and it's very rare that a Pokemon game holds up to the the main series. And I think Pokemon Snap was a really good entry.
all right, I
I
guess
think like Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Ranger, and Pokemon like Conquest, like those were all like time killers. But I don't know. They didn't.
okay.
They
Time for me to
weren't
kick
they
the
weren't
game.
something that anybody wanted. And Pokemon Snap
Mm-hmm.
was like the game nobody knew they wanted.
Until they played it, and everyone's like, "Oh God, this game is amazing."
Right. All right, so that's why we're keeping Pokemon Snap up there.
Plain and simple. Now, I have three choices I want to kick.
I'm waiting for it to come up on Virtual Console so that I can play
Oh,
it
that'd be
again.
so sick.
Because the emulators, they ruin the pictures. The pictures don't come out
Mhm.
right. You can't play it on emulator.
I'm
It's
gonna
basically
kick.
unplayable right now.
This is hard. I don't know which one to kick now.
What are we down to? 6?
Yeah, and there's one we got to kick, and I don't know which one to kick. I'm stuck between one Stadium, and I'm not gonna kick Pokemon One ever. That needs to stay there. If we kick that one, we all need to. I need to just leave.
Oh, I
And
forgot about Poke Park.
um,
I don't even know what that was. Was that like the sequel to Pokemon Channel? What did it suck?
I believe so. Let's kick Stadium.
Kick Stadium?
We're gonna have to. I don't hate this game. I never will hate Stadium, but Coliseum was cool. You can still watch Twitch plays Pokemon. Some of the most relaxing entertainment games you're gonna play.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Did
say
you-
like Battle Revolution looks pretty sick. I might actually
It's
pop
one of
it
those
up here
games
on an emulator pretty soon.
you're just gonna be playing. You play people and it's fun and I don't hate it at all, but compared to these other games, this game didn't have story compared to the other ones. The other ones all had a story and had a creative new niche to it. While
Yeah.
I mean, other than trading card, which didn't have a story, it just has a niche which is really popular, and you don't kick something that's popular.
Yeah. Also, hey, Jay the King, thank you for the host. I appreciate it.
Yo, the host is coming through.
We're nearing the
Stadium,
end of this, so sorry if you missed most of it.
now Stadium One, what I went through, I had the most fun. I had you get to play your old games, you get to play all the mini games. Oh my goodness, it was a
See,
blast.
I had
But
an amazing time with Pokemon Stadium 2.
but that is compared to the other games, and it looks cool. You get to play all 3D Pokemon. It's not up there. It's one of those that should go at 6, and that's be a nice solid spot for it.
Because basically all it is it takes Gen 4, and puts it in 3D for you.
Which,
And then you battle with that.
that was Gen 5.
Is it Gen 5? They work all the way
No,
up
it's
to
4.
Gen 5?
You're 4. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It was one of those Wii release
Because
games
it had
that came out.
Dialga and Palkia on there.
It's one of those Wii ones that were like, nope, we're getting this one in. Reason to sell the Wii game. Or
All
system.
right.
But it's gone, dude.
It looks like something that I should play since I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's a good way to get your betting system in there too, if you ever wanted to
ooh,
use
that's a
that
good
again.
call. Play some Pokemon Battle Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I guess let's go ahead and kick that off. That means that we have our top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Now what we do is we are going to order these from 1 to 5. So we have left Pokemon Gen 1, Pokemon Gen 2, Pokemon Gen 5, Pokemon Snap, and the Pokemon Trading Card Game.
So what's your top 5?
My top
Number-wise?
5 is Gen 2. Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Trading Card Game, Gen 1, Gen 5.
Mine is 2, trading card, 1, 5, and Snap.
Alright, so we have a little bit of differences. Usually we go from 5 to 1.
That's what I know we got to work on.
But it sounds like that we kind of know what our number one is.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we're nearly the same areas.
We're pretty much on the same page about Gen 2. Gen 2, I guess let's just talk about why it's the best.
You play. You get to go through the whole one side, cross the ocean or cross the river to the other side. You get to play
You
16.
get to play Gen 1 and 2 in the same game.
Pretty much 16 gyms all in one. You get to beat Red at the end with a level 80 Pikachu, and the story was good. Team Rocket all over again, trying to stay relevant, trying to get that fear. You have the whole what do you call it? Ho-Ho, Lugia, the three dogs, and shit like that.
And it was legit.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially the DS remakes.
Oh yeah, so good.
They were so amazing. It was all right. So Gen 2.
Oh, that's what the Pokemon were walking behind you, right? Too.
Yeah, it was the first time
God,
you got to do
so
that.
Good.
And man, I played this back in, I think when it came out. Me and my friend played Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Yo, what's up, Chunky Todd? Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. We're nearing the end of this, but we do these pretty often. Usually monthly scheduled, and then whenever they come up, generally on Sundays. Anyway, yeah, you got your Pokemon behind you, which was like revolutionary. And this came out after Diamond and Pearl and Platinum.
That's good.
Like right after. Where'd you go?
Yeah. So
Anyway,
I mean,
and I thought they were just revolutionary compared to Diamond and Pearl. So like as far as Gen 4 games, like Gen 4 was gross, but then bam.
I remember it was
Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Really love them.
It was a huge step though from 1 to 2 too. Like 2 was a giant step from 1.
Oh, like in like the super old days? Like
yeah, it was a giant step. It was something that kept the franchise going, which if you can get success with the second one, you'll get success with the third one. And it just started the franchise. The first one's always good.
The original Gold, I put so many hours into it. Like I had maxed out level 100 teams.
That Crystal was an amazing game back in the day.
Yeah,
I had Crystal too.
I played Gold. I never played Crystal, but
I had Crystal. So I had all of them. It was sad, but it is made a one step for the. It made Pokemon the franchise.
Yeah.
Then Pokemon a one shot game. You're done. So there you go. That's one. Now number 2, or number 5. Let's go back to 5
plus the
now.
starters.
Yeah. Oh yeah, starters were pretty good.
Man,
even though they need to be. That Typhlosion sucked. It's for alligator, dude. For alligators
all
and stuff.
the way.
Whatever, dude.
All right, Gen 2 is the best.
You're wrong. How about the starters?
All right.
So
we're working our way up or down?
Let's go down. Because we can get 1 and 2 out of the way.
We can get 2 out of the way?
I think we get. Well, I mean, your 2 was Snap. My 2 was Trading Card, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the reason we're going, I think Trading Card is the number 2, is how popular that game is and how many people play it and how many people watch it when does the tournaments happen. It's a straight up must have top 5, which already have it up there. It needs to be a number 2 just because it has so many people that want to play it.
Yeah.
And the game is just so many damn cards and all that. It's so popular, people still buy it.
It's solid, and legitimately, I still play it on occasion. Like I'll just like be like,
I'll dabble with it. I still have the cards in my closet.
See, I don't have any of the physical aspects of it anymore. But the online trading card game is really solidly made, and I didn't even know that it existed until like last year. And then
has every card you can use.
Right.
The only downside is you go against that one guy that does one draw and you lose the first draw. I've had that happen a couple times. Not fun.
I need to build my deck back up because mine.
That'd be kind of cool little things to have right there. You do a little Pokemon card tournament, but I don't think you can spectate them. That'd be kind of clean if you could.
Yeah, I don't think you can either. But still, it'd be something that that's worth looking into. It'd be a fun game to stream. If anyone wants to play some trading card game, hit me up.
Yeah, I think the game is just a solid game.
Oh, definitely.
it's a game that most people like. Ton of people already play it. Like
I'm
this guy right
actually
here.
cool with it being number 2.
You are? Well,
Yeah.
how about that? That was the
Well,
easiest fight
cause,
ever. Okay.
cause I mean the cards have been in print for so long,
Mm-hmm.
and people are still playing it. Like you got the VGC and then you got the TGC. Like that's the definitive Pokemon.
Yep.
And
That's down to
so we
me.
got our favorite, VGC at number 1, and we got the TGC at number 2, and the rest is, you know, all personal preference.
All right. What's your number 3
So I
then?
think it's just a deserved spot.
Oh yeah.
My number 3 would be Pokemon Snap from here.
I can't hate on that one at all. It's one of those. Again, we all play Pokemon Snap. It's a game
Or
that
or Gen 1.
has.
That's kind of a tie for me. Gen 1
I
Pokemon
mean,
Snap. I played them probably at the same time because it came out around the
honest,
same time.
honestly, since Gen 1, you can still play again on the digital download on the DS. You can download it again with all the same bugs and what kills me with Gen 1, not because the game is bad, is the game was you can not game is bad. The game can be easily broken,
Well, Gen 2 could be also, but yeah, they
but not as badly. I mean, Gen 1 you can win the whole game with a freaking Needle King. That's it, and 3 accuracies and you're done. Horn drill everything. That's a
Oh,
pretty
I
game
thought you were
breaking
talking about
thing.
like actually like breaking the coding in it and like.
No, no, I'm talking about just normal gameplay, what you can do.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, Gen 1, your Needle King just destroys everyone. And if you know that strat pretty bad, you know that's it. And that was the only thing. If you didn't play it that way, you played it legit, the game was actually pretty hard. It wasn't an easy game because you can get slept to death, or you can get poisoned, or you can get paralyzed hacks. You're just screwed.
Yeah, there's also
Rap and all that jazz too. Yeah.
oh, what was I gonna say? Um, the old school mechanics. If you're playing on the original Game Boy Color, man, they were clunky.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but people still played it. You just played through it anyway.
Yeah, it
Like
was.
you have to have a good game if people are still willing to play through that shit. Like oh
The
boy,
game was the game was good. There was no denying how good the game was. It was
yeah.
just compared to what came out after, which Gen 2 I think was a nice giant leap from one.
Mhm.
And the other games after that were just shows how out of date it was. Even though the game was good, it was out of date.
Yeah, and I think Fire Red was just really solid in terms
Mm-hmm.
of
Of releasing a good game.
yeah, of taking everything great about Gen 1 and then getting rid of everything bad about it. So I think, Fire Red is like the definitive way to play
Mm-hmm.
Gen 1
Which it
personally.
makes me. It reminds me of a like on Mario. Like everyone thinks the NES Mario, first one, good game. Everyone likes it,
Yeah.
but no one's ever going to put it number one again. Other than like,
Right,
oh,
we haven't even done a Mario games, but
we
if
haven't
we
done
did,
Mario.
Mario Brothers would probably not make number 1.
Hey guys, in 4 months we're doing a Mario one. Be there.
I'll put
'Cause,
it I should make a calendar for these.
yeah, you put that thing on Switch. When Switch is about to come out.
Oh yeah.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah.
All right. So I'm okay with this at number 3.
All right, one or snap. Oh, we're on one. Sweet.
I think 1, yeah.
Okay, I can deal with that. And I can deal with the. Honestly, I can go with if it's me. Even though I like Black 2. You haven't played it, so it's kind of just a me thing. That you can actually put that 5, and we can put Snap at a solid 4.
All right. Let's see. All right, there we are. All right, I think 4 is a good spot for Snap. It's
Mm-hmm.
hard to put it like way above like all the other gens.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
Like I
it's
didn't
one of
want
those.
to. It's hard to justify it being better than Gen 1,
Yeah,
the
it's one of those
OG.
games that were just a very good offshoot. It's the. It's like how Mystery Dungeon and all them are always good sellers. This is the game that was you didn't expect to be that good.
Yeah, I think I
I
think
didn't
it's the
expect this game to
best
be good.
game that is not on. Um,
That hasn't been re-released yet.
that's
This is the
true.
one.
It's the best game out of the main series or that's
Yeah,
not included in the main series. Like hands down, Pokemon Snap.
easily.
Like just watching this, I want to play some Pokemon Snap again. Like right now.
Yeah, well, if you can get it without an emulator, it's gonna be bad. The last one I
I
saw that was
know.
done He actually had to buy the old school is it GameCube?
And
Was it
64.
64? Yeah,
We're
he had to
we're
buy an
old
old
school.
64 and buy the old game
Yeah,
just to play it.
that's the only way to play it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Until it comes out on Virtual Console, which I'm still hoping for and waiting for.
Send a tweet. Tweet to Nintendo and Pokemon. Where's my Pokemon Snap?
All right, so that means we're putting Black and White
5.
2 at number 5.
Gen 5 at 5. Who
Hey,
knew?
fair enough. Whoops, that's 4.
No, it isn't. It's 5.
No, I'm just looking for the number
Oh,
on
I'll say what?
on OBS.
All right, okay, we're good. I'm like, wait, we're
All
gonna have
right,
a
Gen
battle on
5 at
numbers.
5.
I think it's a very solid one. It needs to be up there because how good the story really is. That someone in here needs to play it.
Yeah, after like looking at footage and talking about it, I think that is going to be one that I play. So I dig it. All right, so we got Pokemon Generation 2 at number 1, Pokemon Trading Card Game at number 2, Pokemon Gen 1 at number 3, Pokemon Snap at number 4, and Pokemon Gen 5 at number 5.
Nice list.
And that's
Nice
pretty
list.
solid. Not bad.
You know, you get the most ragey me because we're talking about other games in the Pokemon. It's all Pokemon.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
So, man, that was really easy.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, I
Well,
don't
I
know
mean,
if I rushed it. I probably would have fought for more, poking up a little bit higher. Personally,
I mean,
but
we're rushing games that we've all played and games that we all like.
right.
Like I don't
Well, for
hate
the
any of
most
these
part,
games.
but
Some of these games I've never played. 2 of those games I've never played. Puzzle League and Mystery Dungeon. But all the other games I played every single one of them. I think every one of them were good. Even
Yeah.
Go was good.
I wasn't
hate
really
it.
passionate about keeping anything at like the top like I usually am because there
Mhm.
wasn't really. And I
There was
there was there was Gen 2, but I
There
mean,
was
we
that
both
one
agreed on
which
that. So
we both have the same like on. We both like the same one.
yeah,
I mean, these top 5 or something. You're like, okay, you know what? Out of the number 5 for you, these are a solid 5. You're gonna like play
yeah.
over and over again. Which I might convince you to play Gen 5 now because it's actually worth it.
I might as well. I mean, I haven't played it yet, so
I mean,
wait,
this
do
is
I
one of
do
those
I have
games.
time to play through it in what 5 days?
Yeah, let's get the emulator.
All right,
Easy.
I'll pop it in and play through that before Sun and Moon come out.
Mm-hmm. One of those good ones.
All right. Well, anyway, thank you guys for stopping by here. This one was kind of an unannounced random one in the middle of the month. When usually they're scheduled at the end of the month, we are still on schedule to do top 5 video game enemies on November 27th at 2 p.m.
I'm gonna
Pacific time?
say.
Or are we going for 3?
2 or 3.
All right. Well, meet us
I haven't made
between
a
2
schedule
and
out that far
3
yet.
at http://twitch.tv/Thomakaze. And make sure you go check out RedslasherX. I'll put a link to him in the chat for you, those of you on Twitch, and in the description for those of you on YouTube.
Come check me out to come watch some Pokemon Sun and Moon, some competitive Pokemon, some battles. You know what I do on my stream. We like to fight each other, and the best way to fight each other is settle it in Pokemon. Best way you can do it.
Or you can join us after the stream to settle it in Smash with me.
You know
However you want to do it.
No. Fuck
What?
Smash.
Alright, well, that is your opinion, and we will see more of your opinions in 2 weeks when we do that countdown. Alright, peace out, guys. Thanks for watching.